This is the story of the Three Billy Goats Gruff. Pictures by Stephen Carpenter. Once upon a time, there were 3 billy goats, and the name of all 3 billy goats was Gruff. The billy goats lived in a valley where there was very little grass, and they were very hungry. They wanted to go up to the hillside to a meadow of green grass and daisies where they could eat and eat and eat and get fat. But on the way up, there was a bridge over a river, and under the bridge lived a mean and ugly troll. First, the youngest billy goat Gruff decided to cross the bridge. Trip, trap, went the bridge. "Who's that tripping over my bridge?" roared the troll. "Oh, it is only the tiniest little billy goat," said the first billy goat Gruff in his very small voice. "I'm on my way up the hillside to make myself big and fat." "No, you're not," said the troll, "for now I'm going to gobble you up." "Oh, please don't eat me. I'm too little. Wait for the second billy goat. He's much bigger." "Well, then, go ahead," said the troll. After a while, the second billy goat Gruff came to cross the bridge. Trip, trap, went the bridge. "Who's that tripping over my bridge?" roared the troll. "It's the second billy goat Gruff, and I'm on my way up to the hillside to make myself big and fat," said the billy goat, and his voice was not so small. "Oh, no, you're not," said the troll, "for now I'm going to gobble you up." "Oh, please don't eat me. Wait for the third billy goat. He's much, much bigger." "Well, then, go ahead," said the troll, and by now he was very hungry. Just then, up came the third billy goat Gruff. Trip, trap, went the bridge. The third billy goat was so heavy, the bridge groaned and creaked under him. "Who's that tramping over my bridge?" roared the troll. "It is I, the third billy goat Gruff," cried the billy goat, and his voice was as big and loud as the troll's. "At last," said the troll. "Now I'm coming to gobble you up." "Well, come along," cried the third billy goat Gruff. "I've got 2 big horns and 4 hard hooves, and I'm not afraid of you." So up climbed that mean, ugly troll, and the big billy goat butted him with his horns and stomped on him with his hooves and tossed him off the bridge and into the river below. Then he went up the hillside to join his brothers. In the meadow, the billy goats got so fat they were hardly able to walk home again. In fact, they are probably still there. So, snip, snap, snout, this tale's told out. The end. Goats. Goats are really interesting creatures. They love to eat. They eat everything. Everything. They're definitely very entertaining to watch, and they're very social creatures. So when you see goats, they're often cuddled together or following each other. Goats are members of the ruminant family, which means they have 4 chambers in their stomachs. So when they eat just about anything they can find. They'll eat bark, they'll eat branches, they'll eat green leaves, they'll eat dead leaves. When they chew their food, and then they swallow it, and then some comes back up again, and they chew it again. so it transfers from one stomach to the other, called chewing their cud.
Oh, really?
Because goats are technically prey animals, their eyes are on the sides of their heads, and their pupils are rectangular to help them see all around them, just in case someone's coming nearby. And as much as they like to eat and play, they also like to sleep a lot. So you can see he's pretty much sleeping, leaning up against the tiniest twig he could find. He was very, very tired.
Oh, did I wake you up?
So the reason why we have the goats here at Thousand Islands is to help us to get rid of or eradicate some of the invasive species that we have growing here. As you can see, the goats have eaten quite a bit, but there's a lot more for them to eat. This is an experiment to see if we can help to get rid of some of these plants, especially a plant called buckthorn. And that plant has really overtaken our forest.
Buckthorn is an invasive species. That means that it didn't grow here originally, and it was introduced from another country. Now it has taken over the space and prevented our native species from growing. So our ultimate goal is to help give space and sunlight and nutrients and water to the native species, and hopefully the seeds that are below the surface of the soil will have a chance to grow into adult plants and be able to compete with the buckthorn.
So come on out and join us and visit the goats. Come see how many goats you can count and watch them as they play and eat. They'll be here till Friday, October 9th.